Good evening, Commonwealth. Thank you for watching the Channel 2 News. I am Bob Coldeen. Straight ahead on this edition, after battling injuries for 4 days, an auto accident victim finally succumbs. Also tonight, tourism is up, but how can we keep it up? And arrests are made after a protest breaks into a scuffle on Beach Road. In sports, an MHS graduate returns to his basketball roots. Stay with us. We'll have these stories and more right after
this. Hey boy, don't delete this message. I don't want you to forget. This is where we keep the family together, okay?
I got this, Nana.
Last Christmas, when Nana got sick, she showed us how she makes the holidays special. Because time will come when we have to do those ourselves. Now it's our turn, Nana. And I'm sure we'd always make you proud.
Watching the video growing pain, Mom.
Oh, I miss her.
It's Christmas time. Everybody be happy.
Because everything beautiful about the holidays are the ones you've kept alive in our hearts.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
I just want to wish a very blessed holiday season to all the people of the Marianas.
To wish each and every one of you in our CNMI and across our region a very, very Merry Christmas.
We want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy Tirawami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, December the 23rd. A man injured in an auto accident in Puerto Rico has been pronounced dead, making him the second traffic fatality on Saipan in 2019. Last Monday, December the 16th, about 7:55 p.m., the CNMI Department of Public Safety received a 911 call reporting an auto collision in Puerto Rico near the Shell gas station. At the scene, police observed two vehicles with extensive damage. All occupants transferred to the Commonwealth Healthcare Center for treatment. Two female occupants of the beige Toyota Highlander sustained minor injuries. However, the sole occupant of the other vehicle was admitted to CHCC's intensive care unit, and he passed away on Friday. There have been at least 3 traffic fatalities in that very same vicinity. DPS says the case is under further investigation as to the speed that was involved. No alcohol was involved in this crash. December and January are looking good for our tourism industry this year and next year. We're going to learn more about what could be done for continuing that progress.
The Hotel Association of the Northern Mariana Islands reported a slight decrease in occupancy rates for the month of November. Hamney Chairwoman Gloria Kavanaugh explains its effect on the CNMI's tourism industry.
73% for November, though. It's okay. The last fall months, so September, October, and then now November, have been very soft. And so I believe in October we had about 66% occupancy. Healthy economy for tourism is about 85 or 80 to 85%. So 66 was really very bad for Saipan. 73, it just means it's going up. So we're hopeful. And December, like I said, it looks very good.
Kavanaugh says Saipan can expect an island-wide tourist percentage rate of high 90s with the Korean and Japanese market.
As long as we're able to keep up the interest when they come here, then I think that we are going to see that we're going to go up slightly again for this fiscal year 2020. We're hopeful. But again, it all depends on how we promote.
And this is where the Marianas Visitors Authority comes in. With enough funding, MVA will be able to put Saipan on the market.
The budget for MVA, basically payroll is a very small percentage. And so the rest of the money goes towards marketing our product. And without marketing our product, then how are these visitors actually going to know that we exist, especially given so many other destinations in Eastern Asia and as well as Guam, who spends a lot of money marketing their destination.
Kavanaugh says in 2017, MVA conducted a feasibility and sustainability study for the CNMI, which focused on ways to improve the tourism industry.
We just encourage the government and DPL to, try to negotiate something that is reasonable and for both parties, both for the people of the CNMI as well as the investor. And let's just get this done, because I know Fiesta has about a year and a half and Hyatt only has 2 years left. Of course, they're not going to do anything to their properties right now, given the fact that they have such small or little time left on their leases. But from what I understand, with both properties, what they're actually going to develop with the existing properties that they have is going to put Saipan on a different level. So the renovations and the branding and everything that will be coming in, if these negotiations come through, will be very good for our economy and very good for the people of CNMI.
This is Sally Lemus for KSPN News.
Thank you, Sally. The Constitution allows for freedom of speech and the right to protest, but not everyone appreciates it, especially if it's in front of their business. This video has gone viral on social media. It was taken about 6:30 last night on a sidewalk along Beach Road in Garapan. According to the Department of Public Safety, police were called to the scene where several Chinese nationals were holding wooden signs, stakes attached to the signs, protesting about ongoing issues that are happening in China. This is outside the Panda Waffle House. Police noticed a couple of individuals who appeared to be injured. They were transferred to CHCC. Police interviewed witnesses at the scene who stated that the first victim walked over to the group of protesters and asked them to move. 4 Chinese males from the group began hitting that victim with the signboards, punching and stomping on the victim. The second victim went over to try and stop that assault, but also got hurt in the process. Police arrested 4 Chinese nationals at the scene, who were then transported to the Department of Corrections, where they were booked and detained. The Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation provides many services to the community. One, a program that treats those who have experienced sexual assault. Ashley McDowell reports.
Sexual assault. It's an uncomfortable subject in a traumatic situation that women, men, kids, and teens can experience. And the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation is here to help.
So we share kind of an on-call schedule so that anyone can present to the hospital at any time if they ever, unfortunately have this come up and they need assistance. We are staffed 24/7, weekdays, nights, weekends, holidays. We always have a nurse on call. We always have a social work on call.
It's called SANE, a sexual assault nurse examiner located at CHCC. The SANE team, along with a social worker, has completed specialized education to provide patients who have experienced sexual assault the physical treatment as well as the psychological care. The SANE team recently went through a training to refresh their skills in working with sexual assault survivors.
So we are a group of 12 nurses or nurse practitioners who have had specialized training in how to help victims who have either had experiences of sexual assault or sexual abuse. And we see both adults and children as well.
When a victim goes to CHCC for help, Taylor says reporting to police for an adult is not mandatory.
We are nurses as our background, so our utmost priority is just the care of the patient or the victim, making sure they feel comfortable, and we're here for a couple of reasons. One would be evidence collection. And so if someone comes in and the assault has recently happened within the first 5 days, then we can offer the service of collecting evidence. That might be swabbing for DNA on the skin or other areas of the body where we think we might be able to collect some of that. And that's something we can do and then safely and properly store and save that evidence in the event that somebody might want to press charges later or kind of take it to court.
If you are a survivor of sexual assault, there is help. Tina Snodgrass is the manager for the Medical Social Services Unit at CHCC and says many resources are available.
We have a grant called the Victim Help Project. So we meet with the victims of assault that come to the hospital, assess their needs, inform them of services. And one of the services are a community guidance center under the hospital has a wellness clinic that provides free and confidential counseling to victims of assault. Also, there's CAREDOT if a woman or the sexual assault victim needs housing or shelter services. CAREDOT has the women's shelter. We can coordinate services with them, provide safe housing. CAREDOT also provides counseling for the victims of sexual assault.
Also available is the AG's office and the Department of Public Safety, and everything stays confidential.
We are here in our sexual assault room, and the nice thing about that is that it's very confidential. It's separate from the emergency room. So if someone was to come in and for the complaint of sexual assault, they get brought into this room, so you don't even have to go into the emergency room. So the nice thing is it's really private. You're just here one-on-one with the sexual assault nurse, and sometimes with a social worker is here and a victim advocate for you.
If you find yourself in a situation that is beyond your control or feel in danger, call 911 or contact the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence at 234-5100. The hotline is available 24 hours and is confidential. This is Ashley McDowell reporting for KSPN.
Thank you, Ashley. Coming up, 'tis the season for giving, and these people are giving others what they really need for this Christmas. More news after the break.
Mom, are you sure? What about the shutters? And do you have your medicine?
Don't worry about us, love, okay? You take good care of yourself. Hi, my love. Yeah, sorry. The power went out, so I had to light up all the candles. Yeah. Yes, baby, yeah. I'm just glad our home phone's working and we're able to contact you.
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total Resistant Exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Watch the Visitors Channel online, on time, anytime at saipantv.com. Where to go, what to see, what to do, restaurants, spas, activities, and culture. It's all in one place, in high definition, on your mobile device. saipantv.com. Check it out.
Hafade Dantiro. This is Sally Limas from KSPN wishing everyone a very happy and safe holiday season. From my family to yours, Feliz Pascua, Dyan Ano Nuevo.
Welcome back to the Monday edition of the KSPN2 News. The Valor program is continuing emergency home repairs throughout the islands of Saipan and Tinian. One family is getting back into their repaired house right in time for the Christmas holiday.
I can't express how I feel right now helping others, you know. I get so emotional, but we want them to move in and have a merrier Christmas this year for this holiday season. That's all that we want.
It's been 14 months since Super Typhoon U2 hit, and now a family that's been living in this tent gets to move into this home right in time for Christmas. It's the voluntary agency's leading and organizing repair program, Valor, designed to provide emergency home repairs for renters, owners, and occupants whose residence got damaged by Super Typhoon U2 and did not receive federal assistance after the storm, where resources are either donated by organizations or paid for by Fema.
We have 71 that have had repairs here on Saipan and then 15 on Tinian.
The Valor program will be on island until April, with 16 homes on Saipan and 36 homes on Tinian still waiting to be repaired.
Right now we've had 250 volunteers that have actually come from the mainland, and today we're really happy to introduce our sisters from Guam that are here to help get people back inside their homes. Now the Valor program is really here to do just emergency repairs.
One house in Cagman 2 received severe damage from Super Typhoon U2, which kept a family of 6 living in a tent.
When we first arrived, there were the windows. These windows were just boarded up with plywood up across the front here, and one of them in the back, so there was nothing. The back door was plywood, and then the jalousie windows were broken. The frames didn't work, so you couldn't crank them. And then also the emergency temporary had just put a flat roof on it, which was leaking. And originally this roof was a gable roof, just as you see now, so it sheds water much better. So the roof has come in. There was no electricity whatsoever in the building as well.
But volunteers from the Methodist Church in Texas and the Methodist Church in Guam, involved in the Valor program, have worked to ensure the roof and structure of the home will withstand strong winds and rain from stormy weather.
It's such a Christmas present to them, and and for us too, just to know that we're giving, and we can be so thankful for what we have in the States. I mean, running water, potable water, all of those things that you take for granted.
Coming from a medical background with nothing at all, I came in ready for this, that I have to go beyond my comfort zone, and I've learned so much. I think I'm now expert in doing hurricane ties, putting some windows, and assisting a lot of people out here building the house. So I don't regret. I want to reach out to all our brothers and sisters from Guam. This is our opportunity really to help our neighboring brothers and sisters here in Saipan, and I really encourage them and really touch their heart, because we too experience what they have experienced here.
And FEMA is seeking more volunteers to assist with repairs for the remainder of homes on the islands of Saipan and Tinian.
For the Valor program, we're really looking at some mitigation measures. So we're looking at hurricane straps for the roof, and we're looking at putting back the windows. We really are in need, again, of skilled labor. So if there's anybody who has any skill set with carpentry or plumbing, we're asking them to volunteer with us. Please contact local care, or you can also email us at cnmi-valor, VALOR, at fema.dhs.gov.
This is Ashley McDowell reporting for KSPN2.
Thank you, Ashley. You know, for some to grow, they need to go. For one Saipan student, that was so true, and now his dreams are coming true. KSPN2 Sports, next.
Holidays happening at Docomo Pacific's Red Friday. Purchase select phones on our popular Now program and choose a free gift, like free wireless earphones or huge discounts on the latest smartwatch. Prepaid friends get free load with select prepaid phones. And get a chance to win a Nintendo Switch when you take a selfie with our new AI dog, Spark. Come in for a happening holiday now. Docomo Pacific, better together. Some conditions apply.
Good evening and welcome to Channel 2 Health Talk. I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Mariana's Medical Center. Most of us tend to focus on the health of our children and loved ones, and we often neglect our own personal health needs. There are various medical opinions on the value of preventive health checkups, but I'm a proponent of proactively maintaining good health rather than just reacting to problems as they occur. Routine checkups will often start with a series of questions about you and your family's medical history. Younger and healthier people need few routine tests, but weight, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels should be measured periodically. Things like blood counts, electrolytes, kidney function, and liver function tests, and urinalysis are often checked, but generally are unnecessary in healthy people under the age of 40. I recommend special screening tests get added on at certain ages and repeated at varying intervals. These tests can include mammography, a test to look for prostate cancer, colonoscopy, and checking stool for blood and bone density tests. If you're not very active and are at moderate or high risk for heart attack, an exercise stress test may be worth considering. And if you're healthy and under age 40, going for a routine doctor's visit once every 5 years is probably okay. Over 40, every 1 or 2 years is worthwhile, and after 50, definitely annual checkups are worthwhile. There is really no substitute for periodic face-to-face meetings with your doctor, even when no specific health problems are there to address. This is how doctors and patients establish a trusting and working relationship that's critical to successful health care. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dr. Tony Stearns of Mariana's Medical Center. Have a healthy week.
Merry Christmas to all the families out there. Hope you enjoy your Christmas, have fun.
Merry Christmas to my family here on Saipan, Maria, Casey, and to my son Cole in Wisconsin.
I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Merry Christmas to my mom and my dad. Merry Christmas, Sinamai.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, Saipan has produced one professional basketball player, and that would be Jericho Cruz, the Mariana's high school graduate back on island. Jericho Cruz plays for NLEX in the Philippine Basketball Association, but he needed to return to Saipan due to a passing.
I was like mixed emotions because my dad died, so I was like either I get excited to come here. I've been gone for like how many years, and then at the same time like sad because my dad just passed away.
Saturday afternoon, the United Filipino organization recognized their former player during a brief ceremony. Edgar Pangolin and former teammate Juna Stolas, remember him.
It's an inspiration to all the players, and we're glad he's here. I hope he enjoys his stays. While he's here he's here for the death of his stepdad.
I want to hear from the
comment about this guy. You ever play against him?
Yeah,
teammate.
He's my teammate also in Synergy, right?
Synergy.
And I'm happy to see him again.
Jericho first caught KSPN's attention as a skinny 12-year-old on the rollers playing outdoor basketball in Garapan. Later, we saw him as a freshman at Mariana's high school. He was good, but some of the other players at that time were just as good. He started for the Dolphins as a freshman, helped leading them to the 2006-2007 school year championship. And that year, he was selected to the junior national team, where he was a star in the island-wide men's league. And that's when he realized what he had.
Probably when I was playing against older guys, I feel like I could like man up against them, but I didn't want to, be too much about myself.
How does my playing? It's pretty good, but we need more training.
What does CNMI need to do to get better?
Be more focused in the playing basketball. That's all.
Jericho averaged 23 points in an all-Oceania basketball tournament, making the all-star squad. He was the best player on the court in the 2010 Plow Micro Games.
It was a great experience for me, especially playing for Saipan. Playing against other was that like Guam, Palau. It was a great experience for me. It took me. It's like a foundation. It all started from there. And then it brought it back to the Philippines.
Coach Elias Rangamar was there. He saw what happened.
Well, I remember it was like just a one-man wrecking crew, and just play the whole 40 minutes, we didn't get much support, but it showed that he was the best player in that tournament. Okay. It showed Guam is trying to recruit him. So.
Jericho was really good here, but it was playing college in the Philippines that allowed him to reach his full potential.
Him going there kind of accelerated his ability and everything, because he got the coaching and all that. But as far as like the will and the tenacity and all those things, he had that early. 15, 16 years old, already playing in the men's league. You knew that he was destined for something.
When you were back in those days shooting those baskets at Garapan Outdoor Court with Joe Diaz, were you ever thinking about your future?
To be honest with you, no, not at all. It was just like a hobby for me. It was like a time where I get together with my friends and just hoop, But as I get older, I realized there's a league out there in the Philippines, and I just put my time in it, work hard for it.
All that hard work and dedication has paid off, and now he's a star in the Philippines.
So far so good, man. I just signed another, actually 3-year max. Yeah, so I'm really happy. It's gonna be my I'm gonna be in 6 years in the league. So
that's
good, man. Hey,
you're becoming a veteran.
Yeah, life is good down there.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Come drive. Kids carts available now at the Seaside Circuit, and best of all, adults go along for free. Teach your child how to drive the best way possible by letting them take the steering wheel. You'll be along for the ride just to make sure things go smoothly. Kids carts, the Seaside Circuit. Bring your local ID for a special half-a-day rate.
FYI, the strongest wind gust over the weekend measured at the airport, 35 miles per hour. All right, today's high was 88, the low 79, humidity 70%. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, northeast winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. High 88, low 77, seas 5 to 7 feet. There is a Riptide effect, advisory in effect. Sunrise at 6:39, high tide at 7:03, low tide at 12:56, and sunset at 5:53. And we have some messages and singing and all kinds of Christmas treats for you tonight. Thank you for watching.